What's going on? We are back for game 4 of my solo campaign of Imperial Settlers. Again, this is the print and play campaign that came out a few years ago. I'm doing this campaign as I wait for my pre-order of the Rise of the Empires to come in. I'm super excited about that. But we're here doing this campaign. Let me put it up here on the window. So if you are just watching this video, this is game 4. I have recorded the last 3 games, and you can see links to the videos below, kind of a waterfall. So link below to be the game 3, 2, 1, or you can just go to superboardsunday.com, check out those links there. Or easy enough, go to Board Game Geek, find Imperial Settlers, and you'll have my videos listed there. So that's what we're doing. So again, game 4, and man, game 3 was super interesting. Definitely my favorite of the games so far. We did a lot, and this is going to help with this game too, because we'll take a little look at our Empire sheet. So last game, I had this quest. I had this event happen, and we'll roll for an event in this one as well, but I had an event happen where each attack phase, the virtual player would attack 3 times. And I forget what the name of that, I think I had it here. The event was New Stronghold. I made this little table myself just to keep track of what's been going on. I had this New Stronghold event, and that meant that the enemy would attack 3 times instead of the normal 2 per round. But if at any point during the game I spent 4 stone, the next game, meaning this one, I would have no opponent to face. That's right. So I spent the stone early, I think it was round 1. Immediately spent that stone, got the stronghold up. I'd still had to face 3 attacks every round, but I ended up coming out on top of that game. Now this game is going to be just me building my empire, no opponent, no attacking, so this should be pretty interesting to see how this goes. So that was pretty neat. I did that. I also got a new province as well. I conquered the Small Kingdom province. And what that gave me was a, right here, it gives me a permanent raise token production, so long as I pay the control cost at the end of the game and keep an upkeep as well during the game. I get a raise as well. And then I got the achievement to, it's called the Officer Academy, which gives me a permanent, again, another permanent raise token during production. So here's what my production track looks like based off of these provinces. It doesn't account for this card here because this common card is just at the beginning of the game. It's not every round, so I didn't want to confuse myself by putting it here. So the Rich Lands is going to give me 1 wood per round. Small Kingdom is going to give me 1 raise token per round. And the Great Plains is going to give me 1 common card at the beginning of the game extra, which would help in this game, I think. So each control cost is listed here. I have to pay this much in victory points to keep the factions. Whatever one I don't pay for, the other ones go up by 2. Or sorry, that's what it is. If I can't pay for it, I lose it. The other ones go up by 2, but if I can't pay the upkeep cost, then all the other provinces go up by 2. So I gotta make sure I'm doing these upkeeps every round, especially this game when I'm not facing any attack. I left off with 12 victory points, so I'm going to start game 4 at 12 victory points. So that I'm already 8 points away from having the control cost. I'm not going to be losing this game, so there's no fear of losing this achievement. If you lose a game in the campaign and you have an achievement, you lose the achievement, but you can still continue the campaign. If you didn't have an achievement to lose, you lose the whole campaign. So we're in good shape. But to start the game, you have to start out with an event. But before that, let's talk about what's going to happen. So there's no rules about this one. The quest that I got last time was simply you don't face a virtual opponent this game. I'm not quite sure how to handle that. Usually you would do a draft where you would draw 4 cards, pick 2, and the opponent gets 2. So I think I'm just going to draw 2 cards and not do a draft at all because there's no virtual player. So I think that's what we're going to do. I looked at Board Game Geek. There's no rules on that, so kind of just winging it as far as that's concerned. We're still going to get our border faction still here to help us as well. We'll check that out when we need to. Let's do a thing here. Let's make sure we get this right. Roll for events. So we'll roll for the event first to see if that affects anything with production. Rolling for events is rolling 2d10 and rolling 1 for the category of the event and then another one for the actual event. We'll roll the first one. Got a 6. Go to that table really quick. Six is a weather event. Roll 3. So we have strong winds. Movement throughout the Empire has become difficult. Now I must spend 2 food to make a deal. It's fine. And then a quest. You must have, I must make 3 deals by the game's end. Otherwise, the next game you play without your border faction. Oh man, okay, so tough weather between myself and the border faction. So I have to spend 2 food to make a deal. By the end of the game, I have to have 3 deals. Let me write that down, because that's going to be a tough one to... The beauty of the Rise of the Empire expansion is it will have cards. I did print these cards out, which you can see here. They're on BGG, so I printed these out and just have them here as a kind of a... Here's what to do. Here's a thing. But as for the event card, I don't have those printed out, so we're going to make sure I get this one. I don't want to lose the border faction next game, so let's do this here. Keyboard. We'll just say deals are now 2 food. Must make 3 deals by endgame. Or else border faction says bye. Boom. We gotta make a lot of deals, and deals cost food. So hopefully I figure out a way to generate some food. Which is fine in a game like this because I'm not facing anybody, so I'll be able to focus on upkeeping everything and just making sure everything's good, so that's fine. Now I'll go on to production and start this game. So I've already gave myself my base of 5 workers and a raise token. We'll look at my faction. This one is going to give me, the rich land is going to give me a wood. And this small kingdom is going to give me another sword. And then for my achievement, I get a sword as well. And then for the Great Plains, when I draw my cards, so you start the game with 2 and 2. 2 of your faction cards and then 2 of your common cards. I'm going to get another common card for my Great Plains. And now what we would do the lookout phase now, and because I'm not facing an opponent, let's see what we have a deal for here. Hold on. Okay, deal for a zone. Because I don't have an opponent, I'm just going to draw 2 cards as opposed to drawing 4 and drafting 2. So I feel that's the right thing to do in this scenario. If anyone's played with that event, let me know. And we just kind of start. Not being attacked at all this game, which is going to be, it's going to be kind of, going to be nice. But I do have to make sure that I have to do the upkeep for these 2. I have to pay a worker here and a wood here to make sure each round to make sure that they stay, happy with me. I'm definitely going to keep the Great Plains happy already. Just going to leave that there. And heck, I'll make the wood happy right there for now. Just for now. I might change that up. And then deals cost 2 food this time, huh? Okay. Actually, I do want this wood back. I'm going to build this production. This village is actually mine. I'll flip this over. This village is going to cost me this wood, and it's going to get me 2 workers. And it'll give me 2 workers each round as well. Haha, look at that. My favorite card. The Ruins. Put that right there. Building that gets me another worker. If I can have something that generates wood, neat. I also need stuff to make deals quicker, which I don't have something here. But if I get a lot of workers, I'll be able to make more deals. So let's try this. I raise for stuff? Oh, I can raise for stuff for sure. So I'm going to do 2 workers down here. Wait, why am I doing? Oh yeah, 2 workers for a wood. To build this over here. This village, which is going to give me 2 workers now, and then 1 worker every production phase. This wood. Did I just get this one? I think I did. That there. I'm confused for a second. So I need to at least get a wood over here, which maybe I can raise for something. Yeah. Let's raise to gain. We use this wood storage shed. I'm going to raise it to gain the 2 wood. I'm going to put the 1 wood on my province just to keep it happy. So I need to make some deals, and I can at least do a deal now. Let's do this. I'm going to do 4 workers. Can I raise anything else? Oh, I can actually. So let's do this instead. I'm going to raise this, the Mama's Baths. It's going to give me a worker and a food. I'm going to trade 2 workers in here. An action to get another food. Now I can make a deal. I can make a deal with my fortress here to get a wood, or I can get this a rock over here. Wood would be nice, so I don't have to worry about this province. So I might make a deal with my own, although I should be getting more faction buildings out. Stone or wood? Oh no. I'll make a deal with myself here to do. It doesn't say, it just says I have to make certain deals. It doesn't have to be with my border faction. Let me clarify those rules. I don't think I have to make it, it's not telling me to specifically make deals only with my border faction. You must have 3 deals by game end, that's fine. So it doesn't say I have to, it just says I have to spend 2 food to make a deal. Fine. We have 1 deal down. Good to go. I can still make some food out of this as well. I'm going to do 2 workers to get a faction card. This is good. I like this a lot. I'm going to try to build this right now. So it'll leave me out of workers, but I'll have a bunch next time anyway. So I'm going to do 4 workers here. Make 2 food. 2 for 2, or 2 for 1. So now I'm going to do these 2 foods to make a deal. And I forgot 2 things. When you make a deal, not only do you get it every future round, you get it now. So I should have gotten that wood. Then I'm going to get this stone as well. So I'm going to get a wood and a stone. I have no more workers left. It's fine. I've paid off who I need to pay off. Now I want to build this stone pit here for this stone, and I'll discard this. That's going to give me another raise token and a stone for doing that. Then every round will give me another raise token. So I've already made 2 deals, so we're good with deals as far as that's concerned. As far as I have a lot of extra stuff that I really can't do. Well, I can build this, and then I have no cards, which I guess that's fine. May as well build this because I have the resources, and I'll lose them if I don't use them. So I'm gonna build this for the 2 wood, stone, and that's gonna give me a stone. But I really can't do anything with these raise tokens because I have no enemy over here, so I can't raise the enemy. I have no cards in my hand. I've played them all. That's that. So these, we're going to do a little cleanup. So I've already paid the cost for these 2. So we're good. All these workers are good. I'll keep those workers there because I might use them as far as upkeep's concerned. So we did that. No one's attacking because we're not playing in a virtual opponent this round, which is nice. Already made 2 deals. We're 1 away from rocking it out. And I get no reward for doing this either, which is crazy. I get no reward out of this quest. The first 2 quests were great, but this one is, you know, do it or suffer the consequences next game. I'm going to draw my 1 card, and I'm going to draw 2 from the top of the deck instead of doing the drafting, as I mentioned. And then we'll do the straight up production. So we'll do my basic one here. I'm going to get my raise token, 5 workers. Then we'll go left to right here. So I'm going to get another raise token and a stone. I'm going to get a stone and a wood. I'm going to get another wood. Another raise token. A worker and a stone again. These are just extra right here. And I do get 1 raise token from my achievement that I still have ongoing. So put that there. 4 raise tokens. Bam. What do we got? 3 things here. We got the, oh, each time I raise, get a point. That'd be good. I need some points, always, to continue with the campaign. The Carpenter's Workshop, I get a coin and a point for every brown building that I build. And then spend a worker to get a coin. Or spend a worker and a coin to get 2 points. Okay, so I gotta make sure I get the upkeep out of the way by putting the worker here that this province needs. Hang on to the wood for a second. Do want to do 2 workers or another card, probably another common. Another raise token. Jeez. I don't need another raise token, that's for sure. So I don't need to build this building per se. Oh, and then let's see what our next deal is here. Flip this over. Our next border faction deal. For stone. Make a deal for more wood. So much raising though. So many raise tokens. May as well do it. I'll raise to gain a coin point. Coins can be used for anything in terms of building. This is interesting. It's interesting not having an opponent. You're always, because you can always raise their things as well. So there's always 2 cards out there to raise and to take. But in this game, it's just you right now. This specific game. So it's, unless you roll the same quest, you would have the exact same experience I'm having right now. But it's a dice roll that got me here and got me this game 4. Spend the wood here just to make sure that province is fine. I'll do 2 workers to get a faction card. That's fine. I'm going to build this right here, this primeval forest. It's going to cost me a wood, but it'll get me 2 wood, so I'm just going to take 1 wood. That's going to give me, I'm all set with producing wood for this game, for sure. But we're in round 2 also. That's how you keep track of things. Round tracker. I'll build this building here because I'm gonna just destroy it. So it's gonna be a wood, stone. It's gonna give me a raise token. I'll then build this feature, this raid feature here. It's gonna cost me a wood. I have to destroy a building. I'll get rid of this stone right now. This This raise token, I don't know if it'll help me or not, ever. I don't know if I'll get that many cards, but now every time I raise, I get a point. That's good stuff. So do I have enough to do anything? No. I can save this worker for next time, which I should do. I could raise this for a coin and a wood, but I won't be able to do anything with those at all. I could then make a deal and just be done with that quest. Sure. So I'll raise this card. I don't really need it. I want one of my raise tokens for a coin, a wood. I'm going to turn these 2 coins into 2 food. Then make a deal with this card here, which will get me another stone, which is... That, I'm now done with that quest. So the border faction's happy. I was able to get them the stuff they needed. We're good to go. But, as luck would have it, I have no more cards, so I can't play anything else. So, that's the end of the round. We'll do some cleanup. Spent these for upkeep. We'll now do some production. So, I'm going to need 5 workers. Here's 4, 5. And 1 raise token. Slide these down. My achievement is going to get me 1 raise token. And we'll go left to right. So I need 2 wood. 2. Get another raise token and a stone. We get 2 workers. Gonna get another wood. Another raise token. Another worker. Another raise token. That's a lot of raise tokens. Make sure I have that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 for the achievement. Yep. We're good. And I didn't get these, so 2 stones and a wood. A lot of stuff. Holy cow. It's easy when you're not getting attacked, so there's no buildings that you're losing. These 2 stone are going to go away from cleanup, and this worker comes back to me. So I got a ton of stuff. Another stone to make a deal with. I'm not going to make a deal with you anymore. I'm done making deals. I get my 1 faction card. I'm going to grab 2 common cards. We start. A lot of wood. A lot of wood here. Produce 2 more wood. Cool. I want to get some cards going here, so I'm going to do 2 people down here. Get a faction card. Spend a worker to gain a point. It's always good. I'm going to do 2 more workers for another faction card. I want to keep getting some cards up here. Ooh, this is good. Spend a raise token to get a coin and 2 points. I can only do it once, but it's something to do with my raise tokens. That's always good. I have to destroy a building out here. So let me build this forest. In action, I can spend a worker to gain a wood. So give me 2 more wood here. Like, I need that right now. But I'm going to do my upkeep real quick just so I make sure I don't forget. You don't have to do it now, but it's easy to forget if you don't pay the upkeep costs of your factions. I'm sorry, of your provinces. It's just easy to forget. Do you like the idea of this right here? So I'm going to say goodbye to these new forests, and I'm going to build out this action. It costs me a wood, a stone, and something to demolish, which I'll do that. This actually isn't mine. Border faction. And from now on I can spend a raise token, which I will now, to gain a coin and 2 points. I have 4 workers, a ton of raise tokens. Let's do... I do 2 workers for another faction build. This is round 3, right? Yep, round 3. Another forest. It is worth 2 points to get going here. So it's going to cost me a wood to build this forest out here, but it's going to get me 2 wood. Now I have 2 more wood. And raise for wood always. Crazy. It's a lot of wood here. Send these 2 workers for a common card. Another forest. But it's fine. I'll pay the wood to put this out here. It's spend a worker to gain a wood. But I want this just to throw away. Lots of stuff going on here. No more workers, so I pretty much have to do with what I have here. That can make happen. I can build some faction building. I'll build this. I might be able to do both of these. Play my... No, I won't. This won't be able to. But I will if I can. I'll raise this card here. Raising will get me an extra point here. I'm going to get 2 wood right now for it. I'm going to build out this chapel here. This chapel will let me spend a worker to gain a point, and I can do that twice. It's going to cost me 2 wood, and I'm going to demolish this. And I could build this right now with what I have. It doesn't make any sense. I have to demolish something here. The raise tokens I'm not really using, so what the heck, I'll put this out here. Now it's spend a worker to take a resource from an enemy. There is no enemy, but this is just still worth building just to get it out of my hand. Could use it later to make a deal. Shoot, the decisions. Let's build it. Whatever. No, I'm going to keep it because I don't want to destroy any of these buildings. So I'm going to hang on to this. We're going to call that round 3. So then we will do our cleanup. I paid for these. Good there. I didn't save any workers or stuff, so that kind of sucks. I'll keep all this stuff here for now as I count my new production. Moving into the final round here. Flip this card over to make a deal. Guess what? Another stone. Good gosh. Romans, man, with the stone. Now I'm going to get 1 faction card. Finally, I get to do some stuff here. Spend. Oh, nice. Spend stuff to get stuff here. I like it. Then I'm going to get 2 common cards. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's produce. So I'm going to get 5 workers and a raise token for my faction-specific production. Again, I'm not getting the shield because shields aren't worth anything in the solo game. Then left to right, I'm going to get 4 wood. I'm going to get up 4, 5, 6 wood. So I'm going to do this 5 here. I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 extra raise tokens. 2, 4. Get 1, 2, 3 stone. 2, 3. I'm going to get 2, 3 extra workers right here. That coin is not here. A lot of production, so gotta make sure I have everything right. I'll immediately spend my upkeep. Now they're good. I've already surpassed. Luckily, I had to get past. Well, I would have gotten anyway, but once the game is over, I have to pay a certain amount of VP to keep these under my control. So let's play the game. Got some stuff here. This raise token off of there because I'm going to use it anyway. Use another one. I'm going to spend this raise token here to gain a coin. And 2 points. Could spend nice. This Dark Chapel will let me raise a card from my hand, and instead of getting the resource, get 2 points for each good. I want to build that one. It's going to cost me some stuff. Can I build something basic out there first? Yes. Let's get this out here. It's going to cost me a wood, so I'm going to get 4 back and change from wood. Cost me a stone. It's going to produce me 1 coin now. And then if I hold on to it, which I don't think I will, I don't need that race token, so I might hang on to this production. Well, I don't need production buildings after this, so it's fine. We're good. The inner monologue in my head is I don't need these. I mean, they'll get me points at the end of the game, but I don't need them for next round because in the solo campaign there's only 4 rounds, and this is round 4. I'm gonna spend a wood, 2 stones, and I'll destroy that gold mine that I just bought. It's in that Dark Chapel. Now I can spend a sword and raise this, and instead of getting what's on this card, I can get 2 points for each good. That's what I'm gonna do. I can only do it once, so I'm gonna spend a raise token here. And this raise is gonna get me a worker and a gold, but instead of that, I'm gonna get 4 points. Wow. 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1 card, a bunch of stuff going on. So let's see if I can't get some faction buildings built. All wood. I can get these out right now. Do 1 more faction card. See if there's anything different. Now I'm going to do common card. Okay. So let's get some stuff out here. I'm gonna get this out. This will be a feature. It's gonna cost me a wood. I'll do a stone as a coin, and it's gonna cost me 1 of these buildings. Now each time I build a black building, I get a coin and a point. So I'll use that right now. Spend a wood in this building, which is going to get me a coin and a point. Then I could, this is all enemy focus, I don't have to worry about that. I might be able to do this 1 more time. So if I get, I'm going to build this out here. Oh, it's an action. For a coin as a tomato. Then I'm going to build this final card from my hand here for, it's going to cost me 1 wood and this building. It's another action card, I don't have to worry about that. It's actually, these go down here. Quite matter, but that's it for that. I'm going to check out some of my actions here. I can spend this last worker here to get a point. So, 24. And I think that's all I can do. Everything else is good. That's it. That's round 4. Again, we're not getting attacked because there's no enemy, so we just kind of calculate points and make sure we have everything. So no points over here because there's no buildings, but I do get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 times 2. I get 22 points, puts me at 46. So we're going to win anyway, but the main thing is we'll do a little cleanup here, and then we'll get to the calculations. It's a much shorter game when there's no attacking. I say much shorter. It's relatively shorter. I'll keep these here in case an event or a province lets me use something. I've upkept these always. It's good. So now we will do the, wait for it, the endgame stuff. So you look at this and it tells you to calculate your scores and then make sure you pay for your provinces, but we'll get that province first by rolling a d20, and then we'll work on paying for these provinces. d20, there's a province list right there. And if I already have it out here, I just roll again for another one. 17. The Peaceful Lands. The Peaceful Lands trait is I may re-roll your event rolls a max of 3 times this campaign. Nice. Cost me a stone to upkeep. There's no control costs. Let's put that up here. Keyboard enters the ring. So I'll print out the card for the next game. And no control cost, and the upkeep is stone. Awesome. So I get that. Very good. Now I have to pay the upkeeps for all these. So this one has 0 control cost. I only have to spend 20, which I will make a window. And you take off 20 here. So I'm at 46. Now at 26. So I'm going to say, I think I can, now I check achievements. We'll check the achievements. I don't think I'm going to buy anything, but you don't have to, which is, for the next game I can increase production here if I wanted to. I don't think that's, I think I might save my points for the next game. Or I could do this, which is permanent. Each production phase, I reveal 2 cards on the top of the border faction instead of 1. So I can make a deal. Permanent. So I can flip over 2, make a deal with either of them. That's nice, but it would leave me with 1 point at the beginning of the game, and I think I just want to, I'll wait. So we're going to start game 5 in case I take this down, which I haven't taken this game off my table since I started recording this. I'm going to start game 5 at 26 points. We have a new faction here. It's called the Peaceful Lands. I can spell it right. And nothing has changed in terms of production, just the Peaceful Lands that lets me re-roll the event 3 times the rest of my campaign, which is pretty cool. Got all the points ready for the next game, and then I did this event which didn't give me a reward, but it saved me from next game and not having a border faction, which thanks. So while the event didn't give me any benefits, it saved me from next game, whatever it would have been. And that's game 4 in the book. So still loving it. I love the variety of everything that's going on. And I hope you are enjoying it. And again, if you want to watch the other ones, the links are in the description below. So I appreciate it, guys. Have a great rest of the day. And